Welcome to part 3 of my Shadow Weaver is Evil series, and if you are lucky enough to not know what the hell I'm talking about, back in July 2020 I posted a video analyzing Shadow Weaver's death scene from The Heart Part 2, and in the video I called her evil. Because she is. Since then, I have gotten countless essay-long comments defending her. In response, I made a second video on the topic, hoping to stop the annoying comments a little bit, but I am still getting backlash over a fictional character in a kid's show. And while I don't think that this will be my last video on Shadow Weaver, considering that I never thought I'd even go past one in the first place, and I have other points I want to rebuttal, I found an article that pretty much canonizes everything I said in my first video, which is that Shadow Weaver's sacrifice was selfish and manipulative. Noel Stevenson, the absolute lad who created the show, has canonized my entire point. CBR interviewed him, and here is what he had to say. What I like about it is that it's still very fitting for her. It's still kind of a selfish end. Even that smug little smile at the end and that, now you have to forgive me, goodbye, is so her. I love it. Interesting how this echoes my own points from the original video. Further driving us home is this line.
You're welcome.
To me, that feels more like manipulation than anything. It's subtle, but it still feels like manipulation. And the parallels go beyond this, guys. Honestly, this whole interview is like a godsend that gives me hope for the essays to end. They still care about her, even as much as they hate her, and are afraid of her, and are traumatized by her. You don't just stop caring about people because you need to. That last little bit of affirmation gave them the closure they needed. I don't think that cancels out all the evil things Shadow Weaver did in her life, but I think for Catra and Adora, it's what they needed. First off, it's important to note that as soon as Shadow Weaver told Catra how proud she was, Catra started crying and seemed very upset at the fact that she was about to lose her.
I'm so proud of you, Catra.
No! No! Catra!
However, in previous seasons, Catra probably would have still felt, some form of grief, but not nearly as much. Catra finally hearing some form of love from Shadow Weaver obviously complicated her feelings, and seemingly did the same for Adora, as she is also seen crying. Finally, one of the biggest arguments I've received is, but you forgave Catra! I may make a whole video on that train wreck of a statement at some point because I have thoughts, but thankfully for me, Noel also addressed this. Furthermore, Stevenson compared Catra's redemption with how Shadow Weaver faced her end, saying Catra was genuinely forced to face her past and become a better and more positive person. On the other hand, Shadow Weaver makes that choice to just sort of peace out. There it is. Noel Stevenson himself thinks that Shadow Weaver's sacrifice was selfish and a cop-out, while Catra got a genuine redemption arc. And I think it says it all right there. Now please stop screaming at me in the comments about how I'm invalidating Shadow Weaver's experience. Goodbye.